Finally, for months, I've promised that I'm gonna cover Evolve and I haven't. I've honestly just been really lazy, but finally, I'm here, I'm covering Evolve. Honestly, it's been my favorite wrestling show, even beyond NXT, Raw, AEW, even though I don't really watch that. Evolve has been my favorite show to watch, genuinely. My only genuine complaint for the show is that it's so short, it's even less than an hour. So really, if you have the time, go watch it every week, you're not gonna be disappointed. But yeah, let's get into my favorite wrestling show in the world right now. The show opens with Chantel Monroe versus Kylie Ray in a championship eliminator match. I really like Chantel Monroe. Now obviously she's not super great in the ring, but hell, most wrestlers on Evolve aren't gonna be. That's why they're on Evolve, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. But her character work is really amazing. I really like her character work, and she's one of the standouts. Now, not my favorite women's wrestler, we're gonna get to her a bit later, but she's really good. Now Kylie Ray, on the other hand, I know a lot of people like her. I know a lot of people don't like her because of some controversies with Chris Jericho and stuff. But yeah, I don't dig her really. I don't get her character work, which is why I was happy when Chantel Monroe won the match. I was fairly confident that Kylie Ray was gonna win, considering she's just coming off of a major victory in a major feud with Wendy Chu. But hey, Chantel Monroe wins. I'm glad she's getting pushed because I really don't feel Kylie Ray. So we head backstage with the Evolve Women's Champion, my favorite wrestler on Evolve right now. Genuinely, she's so good. Kelly Armstrong, she's genuinely so good. Like, I want to see her on NXT. Anyway, she asks Stevie Turner, who is the Prime Minister of Evolve, basically who she's gonna face, because last week Carmen Petrovic won a qualifier match. This week, Chantel Monroe won just now earlier. So naturally, she'd like to know who's gonna be her next challenger. That's when Nikita Lyons returns to Evolve. God damn, Nikita Lyons is such a baddie. Like, I know a lot of people don't like her character work. I know a lot of people don't like her in general. But damn, like, I wouldn't mind seeing her every week. Like, not for wrestling reasons, although I do find her fairly entertaining. You guys know why. I'm not gonna dig myself into a bigger hole here. Anyways, Nikita Lyons wants the Evolve Women's Championship, so Stevie Turner decides, well, next week Kelly Armstrong can defend her belt against Nikita Lyons, against Chantel Monroe, and against Carmen Petrovic in a Fatal 4-Way match, which is gonna be an absolute banger. Like, damn, that's gonna be a good match. Also, later during the show, Kendall Gray has a big promo package where she basically challenges Wendy Chu to a match next week because of their feud and because of Wendy Chu basically knocking out her partner last week, which again, this is also a really cool storyline. Really hyped for this match. Next week is going to be filled with women's action, and if you've ever wanted to just jump into Evolve, the women's division is one of its strongest points, so next week would be a good point to just jump in and see, because damn, I'm excited for it. But talking more about Kendall Gray, I do hope she wins her match next week, because she's been getting some time on NXT, she's having a major feud here. I think she's really good, so I would like to see more of her and actually see her be given something more. I do think she's ready to be on NXT, but I do understand why she's on Evolve. We have a backstage package or promo with Keanu Carver saying he wants to end the WWE ID program and win the Evolve Championship. I'm really happy with the evolution of Keanu Carver, because initially when Evolve started, I just felt like he's the American Obafemi, but he's really kind of dug out his own niche, differentiated himself more. I think it's going to take some time, even when he gets to NXT, to fully develop his character and stand out from Obafemi, because they do look kind of similar, but I think he's going to do fairly well. I really like him. And since he wants the Evolve Championship, let's transition into the package backstage with the Vanity Project. The Evolve World Champion Jackson Drake is kind of pissed at Bryce Donovan because he lost last week, and that the whole Vanity Project is kind of on a downward trend. Zeta Steele is also upset that she lost her match last week, and Swipe Right are also upset that they've kind of been on a losing streak and haven't been momentum, so tonight they want to get back on track. I also really like Bryce Donovan. I love that we're slowly building this potential babyface turn of him. I don't think it's gonna happen immediately, but he's clearly kind of an outsider in this group. He's clearly constantly being disrespected. Like, if you want to turn him face eventually, the story is right there, and I think he'd have a lot of momentum behind him. Anyway, Swipe Right do have a match tonight to try and build back that momentum. They're going up against Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke, which, damn, this must have been the zestiest tag team match I've seen in a while. Zesty and pink. No, I don't mind. I don't care. No, do whatever. I found the match really entertaining. It was just like, wow, this is a zesty ass match. I do like Marcus Mathers. I think he's relatively cool. I like his style. I would like to see him go on a singles run instead of having frequent tag team matches with random partners. And when it comes to Aaron Rourke, this was his first match here. You know, he's certainly someone to get used to. Like, I wonder how he's gonna do, because, you know, I can definitely see him causing a lot of, like, backlash in the fandom. But hey, I don't care, right? I think it's cool. I think it's a unique gimmick, so let's go with that. Anyway, Swipe Right ended up winning, which is really good. This match was a fantastic match too, by the way. I almost thought Swipe Right was going to lose during it, but I'm happy they win. Like, the last time I covered Evolve, I said this too, which was months ago, so I might as well say it again. I think Swipe Right should go to the main roster. Like, not main roster, they should go to NXT, because NXT's tag team division really sucks at the moment. And swipe right, they're a really good team. I think they would do very well on the main roster. I think a feud between them and Hank and Tank could be for the World Tag Team Championships. Now that is both a compliment to how good swipe right is, but also an absolute diss to how horrible the NXT tag team division has been since Fraxium left. I also love that both Zeta Steel and Ricky Smokes jumped into the arms of Bryce Donovan. Like, I love that. And after this, we have a backstage segment where Jamar Hampton and It's Gal have a workout together. Again, just more zestiness on the show, because It's Gal was completely obsessed with Jamar Hampton and his physique. It kind of makes sense because that's the whole character of It's Gal, being obsessed with physique. Yeah, I know he's kind of developing a man crush on Jamar Hampton. And I'll admit, I wasn't really feeling Jamar Hampton. Previously, it was on LFG, if you guys know. Like, I watch LFG, it's probably a show I should cover too, because I really like that as well. But I've never really felt him. I didn't really buy into him, although he's an amazing athlete. He can definitely go in the ring. Didn't buy his character work. I see something here. I would like these two to be in a tag team, or at least have a story together, because I definitely feel like there's something here. And then in the main event, it was Ridge Holland versus Shawn Legacy. And damn, like, Ridge Holland, the fall off needs to be studied. Like, what the fuck was this look? That was not it. Like, and even then, I don't buy into Ridge Holland anymore. I kind of got a bit of faith with him when he joined Chase U and they had that storyline, if you guys remember. But after that, it's just been downwards. And the worst part is, he defeated Shawn Legacy. I don't see why. Shawn Legacy is supposed to be this, at least from my point of view, he's supposed to be the babyface, the big face of Evolve. Like, I can get losing to Keanu Carver, I can get losing to the Vanity Project in a gauntlet match, but losing to Ridge Holland, damn. Now after the match, at least they built something, because he's been having kind of a confrontation with Ice Williams, and Shawn Legacy walks backstage, and as the show goes off the air, he and Ice Williams kind of have a confrontation. I would like to see that feud. I hope Shawn Legacy wins. He probably should, to build up some momentum for him again, because he's been taking L after L. But yeah, that was Evolve for you. If you've ever really wanted to watch the show, next week would be a perfect time to jump in. I'm gonna start covering Evolve every week now, I promise you. But if I had to give tonight's show rating, I would say it was a solid 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed the show. I think it was great. The only complaint is that the show is very short. Like, I watch it on YouTube, it's only 44 minutes, which in a sense it's good. It's kind of easy to take in. But as someone who enjoys it and who sees it as his favorite show, like, I wish it was so much longer. And then also the in-ring action isn't always top tier, but hey, like, the people in Evolve are literally there to learn and then go to NXT. So, you can't really complain about that. You know what you're getting when you're watching Evolve. But besides that, the women's division is really strong. Women's wrestling is my favorite, thing in wrestling currently. So I'm happy with a strong women's division. That's what I got tonight. Some interesting stories. All was good to me. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. I cover NXT and TNA every week along with their pay-per-views, and Evolve is going to be consistently covered on this channel now from this week on forth. So leave a like, subscribe, join me on this journey. Let's cover Evolve, TNA and NXT, everything relating to wrestling and WWE developmental essentially. Maybe I'll do LFG season 3 too when it comes out. So leave a like, subscribe, hope to see you again soon. Goodbye everyone.
Okay, bye.